Lafayette, Louisiana is always going to be home for me because that's the people I represent. That's the people I was brought up and raised around.
Lafayette is what built Dustin. People helped him out, supported his career, and continue to do so. So it's just a really special place to us.
Dustin Poirier is the UFC's interim lightweight champion. His mantra, paid in full, is a nod to the long road he traveled to the top. It took Poirier 22 fights in the UFC to become a champion, a feat he accomplished in April when he defeated Max Holloway for the interim crown.
How does this feel? Does this feel real?
Man, this feels amazing. I feel like I'm in a dream right now. I just beat one of the pound-for-pound best in the world. To be the best, you gotta beat the best.
Since April of 2017, Poirier and his wife, Jolie, have tried to use his platform to give back to Lafayette, to turn Poirier's fighting into a fundraiser for charities.
We would always collect his fight, whether it was gloves or his fight shorts or even the hand wraps.
After 41 fights, it's just gross to have that many bloodied pairs of gloves and shirts, and that's where the idea was born.
Maybe we can, benefit somebody else by possibly donating or, selling it, raising money to donate to help out others.
In the past year, proceeds from Poirier's memorabilia auctions have raised money for several causes, including the family of a Lafayette police officer who was killed in the line of duty. The couple also donated 500 backpacks filled with school supplies to the middle school they once attended together. In the spring of 2019, while training for his title shot against Max Holloway, Dustin and his wife found their next project.
Erin Hill's story, I found that out from one of my aunts. She knew the family and she put me in contact, and then after hearing their story, we wanted to make that dream come true for them.
It just hit me right in the heart. I said, we gotta make this happen. And it was a no-brainer as soon as I heard his story.
Aaron Hill was a 7-year-old boy who attended Prairie Elementary School in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Aaron loved to play. He loved to play on the playground. He loved to climb. He laughed. He had the best laugh, and he just enjoyed being with his friends.
His inner strength was that he cared about other people very, very deeply, more so than he cared about himself or anything else. And he really wanted them to have a great time.
In the summer of 2016, Jeff and Terry Hill realized something wasn't right with their son.
It seemed like maybe there were some vision issues, and I started to become very concerned. We sought some doctors, and they scanned him, and they found out exactly what was going on.
The news the doctors delivered was heartbreaking.
Adrenoleukodystrophy is a genetic brain disorder where the sheaths around the nerve cells in your brain deteriorate and do not develop again. And so he deteriorated quite a lot. He lost his vision, he lost his hearing, and he lost his ability to move around.
The blessing of this disease is he didn't know he was sick. So while he would trip and fall, he would laugh. And I think his easygoing, carefree spirit enabled him just to smile in spite of it.
The disease was swift and unrelenting. Within 6 months of his diagnosis, Aaron would be confined to a wheelchair. In November of 2016, the Make-A-Wish Foundation contacted the Hill family in the hopes of granting Aaron an unforgettable wish.
Aaron wished to have a playground, a special needs playground built for the other children, especially the children in his class. It just reminded us again that he cares about other people a lot more than he cared about himself.
11 months later, Aaron Hill died without ever seeing his wish fulfilled. That dream lay dormant until this past spring, when Dustin and Jolie heard Aaron's story.
She called and said, "Do you mind? Dustin would like to build this playground and fulfill Aaron's wish." And we just assumed it just wasn't going to happen. So we were thrilled when she reached out.
Aaron's dream, I'm trying to get emotional. It's just selfless, It's just a beautiful dream for a 6-year-old kid to have, to want to see everybody benefit, Could have said he wanted to go to Disneyland, or he wanted to meet his favorite actor. That's it, man. It's powerful.
In August of 2019, Aaron's playground was installed at Prairie Elementary. Children from his school now play in Aaron's dream. Dustin Poirier knows how special those moments can be.
Having a daughter and going to the playground often with her, I see how much it means, and I see how much fun she has and how much she enjoys being out there. It's important, man. That's part of their growth. That's part of their development.
I'm just happy. I'm very, very happy to see children benefiting from the love that my son has had. And I am happy because my son is honored.
Every school has a playground, but specific playgrounds for special needs kids, they're not at every school. Hopefully that'll be there forever for him and his family, and his dream can live on.
I'm sorry to say that we are not MMA fans, and I was a bit cautious that my son's name would be connected to a fighter. But once I met him, I realized he's an amazing man. He's a gifted athlete, but he also has a heart and a compassion for helping others. So what an honor to have Aaron's name connected with Dustin.